Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard? Mr. Julian Assange will be free. I said he will be free. Mr. WikiLeaks, yes, he been in prison for over 5 years, but they struck a plea deal. Yes, a plea deal with the Biden administration. They got it done. A lot of people are happy, and that's an understatement. This guy took so many risks back in the day, receiving information from whistleblowers, and the subject matter that he covered, I tell you, I just would never do. He even would style his hair different, and he would also dye his hair different because he was a wanted man because of the things that he did. But let's delve into this thing. Mr. WikiLeaks, let's have Kevin explain some things about it and then go from there.
Outside of London for the last 5 years. And in case you don't remember who this is, I'll give you a quick little bit of background. He's the founder of WikiLeaks. He's a journalist from Australia. And WikiLeaks is a non-profit, or really was. They had to stop publishing because he was in prison for 5 years. But anyway, it's a non-profit. They publish leaked documents, and they can actually help pay for leaked documents. So if somebody has access to leaked documents or documents they can get and then leak, they could potentially be paid by WikiLeaks for that stuff. And then people send donations to WikiLeaks. That's sort of how the process worked.
So let's go here. And why? Why now? Right? Why now?
As you know, why this deal now?
Right, so for the past 5 years, Julian Assange has been fighting an extradition request from the United States to face the charges that you mentioned. He faced over a dozen charges that amounted to the illegal obtaining and then dissemination of classified documents from the United States military. He was indicted in Virginia, just nearby where we are right now. He's been fighting the extradition charges and was in custody in the United Kingdom over the last 5 years and has been trying to resist coming to the United States. There's been an ongoing legal battle where appeals courts have been giving him more opportunities to explain why he didn't think he should be facing these charges and be sent to the U.S. That included a court in England demanding that the U.S. assure that court that he would not face the death penalty if he came to the U.S. Instead, Assange and the Justice Department have foregone those negotiations and have instead decided that he would plead guilty to one.
So he's pleading guilty to one, a felony. I'm going to decode this thing. So I want you to just be patient. Just be patient, because this is large. But I got some questions for you guys. Would you do what he did? Would you take that risk? You know, he didn't want to come to America. That's all I'm going to say. But would you take that risk? And report what he reported on? Listening to whistleblowers? Would you do that? Put in the comment section. Now, here he is.
In just a moment. Now, under the terms of the agreement, Assange faces a sentence of 62 months, equivalent to the time he has already served at Belmarsh Prison in the UK while fighting extradition to the United States. He's expected to be released and to return to his home country of Australia following the court proceeding later this week. If you have followed the Assange saga for the last decade plus, this is extremely significant. You'll remember for years, he sought refuge in the Ecuadorian embassy in London in 2019. Officials there kicked him out of the embassy, to which he was promptly arrested and taken to Belmarsh Prison in the United Kingdom. Since then, since 2019, he has been fighting an extradition request from the United States. So, according to the press release put out by...
So yeah, a fugitive. Now, did you hear? According to agreement was what? I want you to listen to this part.
In just a moment. Now, under the terms of the agreement, Assange faces a sentence of 62 months, equivalent to the time he has already served at
62 months. The equivalent of what he's already done. 62. When you hear 62, what do you think about? You should think, at least I think, Barack Obama, because he's 62 years old. I believe this is all about him. I really do. It's a hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil forever to you. And I'm letting you out. Here's your breakdown. 62 months. He spent 5 years in prison, 2 months, 1 week, and 6 days. I want you to wrap your mind around it. 5 years, 2 months, 1 week, 6 days. Does this 216 look familiar? It should. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Come on, man. Look, baby. Speaking without speaking is deep. It's deep. Now, again, would you do what he did? Hey, now check this out. We got some footage of him. Just got out. Watch this.
Let's get that vision up of Julian Assange. We have not seen him for years. This has just been posted by WikiLeaks, obviously, in a car on his way to Stansted Airport. He's there sitting in the waiting room and boarding a private jet out of Stansted Airport. This vision you will see.
I'm going to phrase this. I'm going to let the 5 C's go to work. SN23NZY. When you break it down, it come out to 103. 103, okay? Now, let's see. See if 103 can speak to us. Do I have that? Let's do this here. That should be January 3rd. So this is how I look at it. That's January 3rd, y'all. January 3rd. So that's 3 days. 3 minus 366 is 366 days in this year. So that means 363. Satan. Like 666. There's your 3 and 3. That's 66. That's what this is about to me. When I added up the license plate, SN23NZY. S is 19, N is 14. N is 14. Add across 103. That's just how I got it. It comes out to 103. To me, that's January 3rd. That's the 3rd day of the year. 3 from 366, which is the whole year this year, comes out to 363. Now, I wanna break it down some more because I want you to see something. This is your Ra color, orange and yellow, or red and yellow. It's like Ra, okay, Ra, the sun god. I believe that's speaking without speaking, but watch this here.
On loop today.
Do you see what's going on here? Do you see the purple? Do you see the Phoenician? This is his first photographs, his first film, and he got that purple sitting there. And also, what is this? Although it's looped around, is that not an X? Is that not an X? 24 is X. Is he X'd? Was he X'd? Okay? Purple, definitely though. I say it's speaking without speaking.
Because he does, as Trudy mentioned, he looks remarkably well.
And we take the AR. The A is the first letter of the alphabet. R is the 18th letter of the alphabet. 18 and 1 is 19. That's called chaos. But watch this here.
He walked onto that plane and
Vista Jet. VistaJet. My question is, with VistaJet, look at the logo. Is that like the V? Is that like the V? Y'all know what I'm talking about. VistaJet, is that like the V that's in Barack Obama's head? I told you, I believe this is about Barack Obama. Vista, do you see the V? The cartoon, Barack Obama, and I Pet Goat 2, he was sweating a V off his head. He was sweating a V. Let me pull it up again. Every time I try to do something go crazy. So here we go. See? He sweated a V, and I Pet Goat 2. He knew something serious was coming. According to the video, he was a cartoon character, Barack Obama. He sweated a V, and the American flag blew right past him, and it's shredded. Why you think they chose Vista, the V, Barack Obama, V, the 22nd letter of the alphabet? Is that coincidence? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Look at it again.
Of Julian Assange, we have not seen him for years. This has just been posted by
license
WikiLeaks,
plate,
obviously,
right?
in
Purple, X. Is all this speaking?
On his way to Stansted Airport, he's there sitting in the.
See if I see something else. You never know what you see in these videos.
In the waiting room and boarding a private jet out of.
So that's it.
Stansted.
Vista, V. VistaJet. I say it's speaking. Now let me go a little bit further with this here.
Now, there is enormous support for Julian Assange to be released. Really a bipartisan position, the entire parliament arguing for his release. And in fact, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has been quite instrumental in these negotiations with the Biden administration in relation to advocating for Julian Assange. So what I can share that, obviously...
Did you see the Ra?
Julian Assange. So what I can share that...
You see the Ra colors? It's right there in it. You see the Ra? Let me look at something right quick. I got something else to show you guys. I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you the 3-3. That is the address, but I'm going to show you how they did the camera work. When they did the camera work on this, they made sure you saw the first 3. Watch this.
His release, and in fact, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has been quite instrumental in these negotiations with the Biden administration in relation to advocating for Julian Assange. So what I can share, obviously this is a story that's breaking as we talk.
Then they had him what? Winking his eye? See what you think? One eye? And if I'm not mistaken, this might be Tiffany blue and this might be purple. Wow, y'all, look at that. I don't know what I was taking at. Let's widen that screen. Yeah, that might be doggy. Eye closed. Something like in the Tiffany blue family and the purple. Yeah, okay, we getting somewhere. What you think? Now let me show y'all something else here. On April 11th of 2019, that's when he went to prison. April 11th, watch this. If you take April 11th of 2019, subtract it from today, when they mounted the announcement he's gonna be released, 6/24, the difference is what? 62, I already told you that. Barack Obama is 62 years old, 62. But it's broken down like this, like I said. Look at that. In fact, here it is. 5 years, 2 months, 1 week, 16 days. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. I don't care what nobody say. This thing is matching up too perfectly and it looks like Barack Obama, allegedly. Now check this out. If you take the day he was born, Assange was born on July 3rd of 1971. He went to prison on 4/11 of 2019. The difference is 47 years, 9/11. Was that a message? Was that a message? But I'm still tripping on this here. The purple and the Tiffany blue and the winked eye. Hello, one eye closed? Come on, baby. Don't let the thumbs up fool you is what I'm saying. Don't let that fool you. Okay, now let's look at something else. Julian Assange. It's going to happen Wednesday. It's going to happen Wednesday, which will be 6/26, okay? On 6/26, that's when he'll be released. Okay, all the negotiations be done. He's going to strike a deal. Lawyers for WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange and the U.S. government have struck a deal to end his decade-plus legal odyssey and allow him to return to his home country in Australia this week after pleading guilty to a felony charge of conspiring to disseminate classified information. Now look at that date. In 2 days, on Wednesday, it was going to be 6/26. Subtracted from the day that he went to prison, 4/11 of 2024. I'm going to say this again. This is deep. 6/26 of 2024, he go to court and he'll cop that plea deal, a felony. He'll be sent back to Australia. And the day he did go to prison was 4/11 of 2024. It's too perfect. You know why? Because that makes 2 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days. When you go and make both of these dates of 2024. And I've showed you guys before what 222 mean. So let's go over that right quick. Then I got a barn burner for you. 222 means the Antichrist. You know who? You see that name, right? The Beast of Revelation, 222. Antichrist System, 222. As above, so below, 222. Order out of chaos, 222. Now, for the final. He created WikiLeaks back in October 4th of 2006. If you take October 4th of 2024, bring it up to date, subtract it from Barack Obama's birthday, who's coming up August 4th of 2024, you know what the difference is? Exactly 62 days. And who's 62 years old? Barack Obama. Make that make sense. Are these mathematical improbabilities? Tell me what you think. If you enjoy this work, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share it. What do you think? Do you think this is a mathematical improbability? That from 10/4, when they created WikiLeaks, the anniversary is going to be here of 2024, versus Barack Obama's birthday coming up, August 4th, the difference is going to be 62? Come on, man. Something going on. It's deeper than me. And would you do what he did? Would you release information? I'm Friend Shot Pearson. Enjoyed you.